It's about that time. Whoa! It's the Three Amigos Show! Starring Big Daddy D! Burleson. The Midnight Cowboy! Marcus Daniels. The Big Kahuna! Juan Mendoza. Tonight's special guest, Emanuel J! Let's go!
Why does that guy always sound angry? Let's go.
Why is he got a big voice?
Sounds like he's full of cocaine. That's what it sounds like.
The cocaine bear? What is that? The cocaine bear? What's that on Netflix? The cocaine bear.
Already it starts, man.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to the Three Amigos Show. I am Juan Mendoza.
D. Burleson.
Marcus Daniels.
Midnight Cowboy. And the fourth guy, where'd the fourth guy go?
Oh, he done kicked himself off. That's too much already for this.
We're already overwhelming. That's what it was.
So that's enough of these guys. Didn't even give us a minute, man. He kicked himself off. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we want to thank you guys so much for being with us here. We got a very special guest. He is originally from Colorado State, right about probably your neighbor out there.
He is my neighbor.
Awesome. He's from a band called BTS Band, him and his twin brother. And of course, they got solo careers. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll bring on to the show Mr. Emanuel J.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
Not much, man. How's everything going over there?
Man, I'm busy as always, but blessed. You know, I always say I'm blessed to be busy. You know, so life is good.
Nice. Well, welcome to our show here. You got three of the craziest people on the internet right now on Facebook Live, and so it can't get much better than this.
That's exciting. That's exciting.
Dude, you don't know what you signed up for, man. It's gonna be one long hour, buddy.
Let's go. I'm ready.
All right, cool. So the pregnancy issues, I understand.
Man,
What? That's the way we start.
Look at the news, man. It said Emanuel J knocks him up again. You know.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
I didn't even know that.
All right, I can see the energy in this live already. It's gonna be great.
The only bad news I see on Facebook right now is somebody is the Bud Light issue.
And man, honestly, I was just talking about some people about that too, and I don't really know what's going on like with that. I just see like people are having issues, and I'm like,
They put a trans woman on the Bud Light can. That was the only issue, and I was like, I don't understand it, but
all right,
to each their own.
It's like anything else. They're catering to the lowest common denominator. They're making right now LGBTQ plus issues are there. So let's do a can for that. If it was Latinos getting killed, let's make a can for the Latinos, or so that bring community and everybody together. If it's black.
It's about money. It's about money. They're going to market. They know where the marketing going, and it brings more money to the product. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about your politics. They care about the money.
That's all it is, the money.
Right. That's right.
I'm waiting for that. Your beer matters, Ken.
Oh, shoot.
Now, what we should do is get everyone to be offended by Tejano, and then they'll start promoting Tejano.
Yeah, there we go.
We have a lot of those. We have a lot of those. A lot of shit starters, and I'm one of them too, man. But that doesn't help it. We're still necios, man.
There's one way.
Well, Emanuel J, welcome to the show. This is the Three Amigos Show. Every Wednesday, we've got something going on. We've got great Tejano artists. We've got news of the day, and we've got Tejano TV for all of you out there. 24/7, get the best in Tejano, all right here on Mas Chingo Radio. Oh, it's brought to you by Mas Chingo Radio, but it's called Tejano TV.
There you go.
Tell us about it, Juan.
And then well, before we get into that, we got a couple of videos we're going to be showing. We got a couple of videos we're going to be showing throughout this time right here. A couple of Emanuel J videos that he's got out there. One is called Regalo de Dios, an awesome video that's actually made our countdown quite a few times. And then another one is DLG medley that he's got out as well. And then another one is a Ricardo Castillon medley. So can't wait to check those out, man. Awesome jams right there. Two of the biggest legends and their bands and stuff. But we're talking about Tejano TV real quick. It is a brand new program. It is streaming 24/7 music videos like the way MTV used to be back in the 80s and 90s. But this is strictly Tejano music. We're going to be bringing more content like podcasts. Hopefully we can get it to the awards show and stream those. So we're going to try to do that within the coming years and stuff like that. But right now we're trying to get sponsors and advertisers to move it over to Roku and Fire Stick, Smart TV, all these other streaming platforms live right now. So we're looking forward to that. Something that nobody else is doing in Tejano music. We're going to break that damn wall down and hopefully jumpstart Tejano music the way it used to be back in the heyday.
Nice.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah, that was it. What?
That was it.
That was it.
I was trying to catch my breath now. I was like, hopefully, somebody else step in.
Oh, okay. Because shall I start on Emanuel J? Let me just get started on this, man. You're brand new. You're brand new to the industry, even though you've been around for several years because you played keyboards for Bobby Pulido, correct?
Yeah. So currently, I'm playing keys for Bobby Pulido. I started out in Colorado with a couple of bands out there, and me and my brother, I have a twin brother, and we both made the move out here maybe 4 years ago here to San Antonio, and that's when we started. I guess you could say I would say that would be the start of the next chapter of our musical journey. We did some good things there in Colorado with the BTS band. We had a couple of releases with them, and but when we moved out here, my brother, he started playing bass. I think he started playing bass with Stevie D, and then he got a couple other gigs playing, Stephanie Montiel, and then with Joe Lopez, Grupo Más. Right now, he's currently playing bass for Ram Herrera. And so I feel like he's doing big things for himself, But all together, even though he's doing his thing there, I'm doing my thing over here playing keys with Bobby Pulido. We still have time to come together and make music for Emanuel J, And so hopefully one of these days, the gigs will start rolling through. That's just a big hope. Sometimes I feel with this industry, but
yeah, we already know.
We're doing what we can, We're doing our part in trying to keep the industry going and alive here for the younger generation of Tejano music.
When you said BTS band, they didn't confuse you guys for the Asian band, did they?
I don't know at first, and then I don't know who came first. If we did it first or if they did it first, I just know out of nowhere, boom, they're BTS band and pop and K-pop and all that stuff, and I'm like, that's crazy.
I remember I saw you guys as BTS band out there in Fanfare, and I read the board and I said BTS band. I was like, they got the actual Korean group to come out here. I had no idea who. I didn't know that BTS actually stood for. I think it was the Behind the Scenes band, wasn't it? That's what the name of it was. Behind the Scenes band. Yep. So I didn't know. I was like, BTS band. They really got the kids to come out here.
Hey,
dude, I was like, man, that's some money there that they spent.
That's good promotion on our part, then.
Now, I know about BTS.
People expecting to see them kids jump around, the Asian kids.
Now, I want to encourage all our listeners and viewers out there. If you got any questions for Emanuel J, please write them in. We'll ask him all the tough stuff. Right now, I just want to say Tejanos want to know, Emanuel J, what's it like to have a backup? A backup you. So are there nights where you don't feel well or you've got other things to do? He comes in and sings, or what?
Yeah, D. I was really happy. I was like, man, this guy stays busy. And then I found out it was two of them.
It's a common.
No, comedy. You had it right.
Yeah. People often think that he's me. They think that I'm him. But more often than not, they think that he's me. So when he's playing bass out there with Ram, wherever that he's playing, they always go up to him and say, Emanuel J, you got great music, awesome voice. They know you play bass as well. And sometimes my brother's just like, oh, yeah, thank you.
What's wrong with it, man? Yeah.
I did that. That's D one time at Fanfare. I just told a lady, okay, lady, I'm D.
See, D's got his own backup there, right there. If D can't make it, he just calls Marcus and say, hey, fill in for a little bit.
That's funny, but it's cool, man. It's cool having a twin. You know, because we think alike on a lot of levels, but where I fall short, that's where he picks up from. I can't say this enough. Without my brother, and his name is Emmy, we call him Emmy, but his name is Emiliano. Without my brother, there's no Emanuel J. Really, he's a lot of the creativity behind it. He's a lot of the brains and what's going on. I just come in. I'm the engineer. Here at the studio. So when we're recording, we work together very well. That's both of us there.
That's that Cultura's phone already ringing.
Yeah.
I know, man. Sorry, wrong number.
So you and your brother say you got your similarities and everything else. Is there anything different about you guys?
Oh, a lot of things different. A lot of things.
I mean, because both of you guys are musicians. Both of you guys are in the same industry. Both of you guys pretty much played for a lot of the similar bands. You played for with DLG for a while too. BTS band. He played for, Bobby Pulido. You played for different bands. What are the differences between you guys?
Besides height, he's got like an inch on me, maybe. No, he's actually super athletic. He's very talented in sports. Anything that you throw at him, he gets it like that. Like it's crazy. Me, on the other hand, I have to work a little harder for it, But man, I guess other than a little bit of differences in like maturity, I guess you could say as well. I say that I'm more mature than he is, but
We're
together.
We're gonna have to get him on the line. Get him on the line.
Get him on the line. Yeah, call him up, man.
Yeah, I know. I don't know where he's at. His car's home, but he's not home. And I'm like, all right, well,
he's asleep right now. We have DJ Nune, our very own DJ Nune, out there in Washington State. He says, "What's up, fellas? ¿Qué onda?"
Yeah. What's going on, Ben? How you doing, brother?
And James Edward Sanchez, awesome musician. He says, "What's up, guys?"
Hey, what's going on?
Ben says, "We missed y'all at Fanfare."
I didn't go to Fanfare. Did you all go to Fanfare?
We did. I think he was out there at Fanfare. I didn't actually get a chance to go out to Market Square this time around. So yeah. I think he did for a little bit. He said, "I don't know if I'm allowed to ask. So what happened at the awards show that we cannot say? Like, what were your thoughts afterwards?"
Wait. Set it up.
Wait a minute, man.
Wait. Set it up.
Cheese me, I don't know about.
Yeah. What happened? What's going on?
I think he's referring to the Hana Music Awards. I was supposed to be a presenter.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember the story.
Yeah, I remember.
Wait. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
I want to see the events unfold. Go ahead.
Yeah, so first and foremost, nothing against the Hana Music Awards, the guys that run. I know that there's a lot that goes on into putting the award shows together, and the day of, I can only imagine the amount of stress going through, the people's heads, or whatever. And so there's no animosity or anything like that. However, the truth of the story is that I was asked to be a presenter for the Hana Music Awards. I was going to be able to go backstage, hang out, whatever. But I was told, because I wasn't going to buy a ticket or whatever, I would only be allowed to go backstage. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to go present the award. I'll hang out with the artist, whatever, it's no big deal. So the day of the awards, I go out there and I'm trying to park, in the back where the artists are parking, where the rest of, the Hanos in the industry would park, I guess. I don't know. It's my first time. So I'm over there, and I told the guy, yeah, I'm presenting an award tonight. This is my name. And he's looking through this list. He's like, "You're not on the list." And I'm like, "Well, what do you mean I'm not on the list? Like, I can show you a message from the coordinator, the event coordinator right here. I'm supposed to present an award tonight." He's like, "Well, you're not on the list. I'm sorry. If you want, you can go to the front and handle that with the guys up the front there. But you're going to have to get out of this line here." And I'm like, "Oh my God. All right." So I go around, and to get to the front, they have security there in the parking lot. So you can't go to the box office or anything like that without having to pay for parking. And I'm like, "Dude, I'm not trying to park here. I just need to talk to the guys up front." They're like, "Well, no, you got to pay for the parking." And so I'm over there like, "No, I'm not parking here. I just need to go talk to the guys in the front." And they say, "You need to get out of the line. You need to pay, you need to get out of the line." And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm over here trying to call these guys, you know, hey, like, what's going on? They said, hey, look, like, this is the deal. Sorry that this is going on, but you're going to have to pay for that parking. You're going to have to go to the box office. If they don't have your name, you're going to have to pay for the ticket and all this stuff. And then come to the backstage and wait to present the award. And I'm like, man, that ain't going to happen. I'm not going to try to pay to present an award that you guys asked me to present.
Thank you.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
And so at the end of it all, you know, I left. I posted about it, you know, just to not to like people can bash on them or anything like that, but to let people know that was expecting me there. I had a lot of fans or whatever, you know, that were expecting me to be there. I had posted I was going to be there, just to let them know, hey, look, this is what's going on. I'm not going to be there, guys. I'm sorry. And it blew up to this thing, and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have posted that. So I ended up deleting it afterwards, you know, out of respect for the guys there.
Yeah.
But yeah, the damage already done.
Well, I mean, it's good on your part because I mean, you were actually promised to do this part in this big event.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yes, you were invited to be a part of this big event, which is the biggest event in our industry. Yeah, and all of a sudden, they failed to inform you that, oh, okay, we're not going to do it after all. We're going to get somebody else to take your place, which you know turned out to be one of the biggest Tejano artists. You know, but that I still think that was pretty bad on their part, man. They should at least called you or texted you or say, hey, man, we got to change the plans. You're going to pay your ticket. You're going to pay your parking. You're going to come over here and just sit with everybody else.
Yeah, and actually, man, when that guy was looking through the list, I saw the artist's name there.
Yeah. I figured
that was him.
Oh wow!
Said, that's me right there.
They wouldn't have known. I think. Okay, similar. Real quick. I don't know if you've heard about it, but I'm standing behind Hugo, and the lady at the booth's like, I don't know who you are. You know, you're not on the list. So he went through a similar situation. There's so much going on, and I feel the stress those guys are having organizing that. But you know, you got a legend that's been what 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
Fandango USA, what are we talking about? 40 years?
About 40 plus years.
So, and he didn't get recognized. So, it was the staff of the event center too.
Of the venue,
you know, which they did well, but they're just not familiar with the industry.
Yeah.
Come on, Marcus. You know you've had trouble getting in places because I still have trouble getting in places. You walk up, and if they don't know anything about the Tejano industry, they don't know who you are, and I get that look. Really?
I just pay the money. I just go.
Slide him a 20 or something,
and then walk on stage.
So Emanuel J, man, welcome to the club. It's happened to you.
Yeah. Thank you. I feel honored.
I think the more you stay in this industry, the more you'll see all the politics going on in this industry.
Oh yeah. It's everywhere. It's fine though.
Let's see.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Miss Irma Aguilar says, hello there. Bendiciones. Hello, Miss Irma. Awesome artist out there. Marie Garcia. She said, what's up from Colorado?
Colorado.
All right. Where's she at?
Colorado's a big state. I'm sure she's not there with you. Cowboy Casanova Promotions in the house.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and take our first quick break. We're going to play an awesome music video by Mr. Emanuel J. And like I said, this one was on our countdown for quite a few weeks. And this one is called Regalo de Dios, right here on the Three Amigos Show.
puedes olvidarme, nunca me olvides. No, 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 no puedo estar sin ti, me hace daño. Eres fiel y con amor me sabes querer, para ti, mujer. No, no puedo estar sin ti, me hace daño. Tú eres mi vida y consuelo, siempre te amaré, regalo de Dios. Siempre te amaré, regalo de Dios.
Let her go. Vete ya.
All right, that's an awesome video right there by Mr. Emanuel J. Regalo de Dios. Man, when I first saw that video, I was like, man, why the hell is she pushing for?
He said, I'm out of
man,
here.
I'm kind of ticked off now, man. You're making us guys look bad, man. She's backing up herself. He's crying. No, don't leave me. No, man, get out. You ain't the only one.
That's funny.
We'll receive mail about that, guys.
Yeah, right.
No, hey, you're a songwriter. Did you write this one?
I did write that one, yes.
Great song.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what my favorite part, though, is the no-no-nos, because that's where the audience screams at when you get to that part of the song. No.
Yeah, right?
Oh, man. That's a great song. I'm sorry. I'm fanboying now.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Somebody else talk.
It means a lot, man. Honestly, coming from a legend like yourself, Culturas.
Yeah, man. Legend like myself. Oh,
He's in shock himself. He said, damn, we got deep critics in the house.
No, I appreciate it, though, man. Thank you.
no. I can tell you're a production. Look at all the gear behind you. Yeah, you're into production.
Yeah. Just a
You're
little
into
bit.
every aspect of the recording industry.
Yeah, being in
It's
Colorado.
on Tuesdays.
Yeah. Hey, look at Marcus Daniels. He's actually in a real studio over there. Look at that.
Oh,
Marcus,
man.
can you
That's
turn this up?
that's at the Hano money right there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but man, growing up in Colorado,
I'm actually on the toilet.
the resources out there were very limited, So growing up and wanting to do music, we had to learn a lot of instruments. We had to learn the production side of it, and just kind of just grow as you're growing to be an artist or musician as well. There's a lot of hats. And I try to wear them as many as I can here, but I think I found my comfort zone, studio work, and then, being a musician as well. The artist, I love being an artist, and I feel like when the time is right and the opportunities come my way, then I think it's great. But as far as, I feel like it's doing all right. I don't know.
Oh, he's at the perfect age. Wait. When were you born? So I know who I'm relating with.
I was born in 1995.
So he's still got the pretty boy looks.
Yeah.
He's all svelte and trim. He's not middle-aged yet, guys.
Yeah.
The panza happens, and the jowls start to happen. Yeah, dude, you're at the right age. You're in the right market, and you're doing it all. You write, you sing, you produce, you mix and master. And I noticed your brother, he directed the video, right?
Yeah, my brother, he directed the video. He did all the camera work there. The post editing, I did it all. And we kind of vibed together with the editing there. But there's just only one video so far, and I'm kind of upset about it because I wanted to do more videos, but we haven't done anything yet.
I know. I was like, I know he was only got that one video, and I know we got to find some content for this.
Yeah.
So, but then you do your other show, which I'm going to ask you here in a bit. But when was the moment that you guys decided, say, let's pack up and move to Texas?
Man. Well, believe it or not, my brother, he was in a relationship with a girl out there in Colorado, and she was the one that basically put it down in stone. All right, this is the date we're moving. We're packing up. We're just going out there and making it happen. Luckily, and thank God, we had a friend who lived out here. His name is you guys might know him, Jimencio Castion.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So,
Great graphics artist and
yeah,
artist
yeah,
himself,
Oh, he's an
singer.
artist himself. Yeah.
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 So he opened up his home to us to stay for a couple of weeks. While we kind of got settled in, got some jobs or whatever, got our own place, and so I can never thank him enough for that. That support there. For us, and once we started getting comfortable and getting familiar, putting our face in the place, things just started coming naturally. So, yeah, man, it's been quite a journey so far.
How long has it been?
It's been about 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Well, I know for a fact that the hard part about Colorado is the fact that good musicians all live in different cities. There's Pueblo, Colorado Springs, Denver, Greeley, Fort Collins, and you can't find musicians all in one city. They have to travel an hour and a half to get to gigs and then drive back home. And so, for the fact that you made the right move, you moved to Texas, but the way you threw your brother under the bus, I mean, that girl had him in and I don't know, man. She was calling the shots, and it doesn't look good. It's not a good look, man.
See, that was the inspiration for the pushing in the video.
Yeah. No, man. It's because like we've always had it in our hearts to move out here, but I think it was more of a financial security thing. We were making good money where we were at. I was actually working for the state of Colorado, and I was making great money, good benefits. So there was no really big reason for me to leave other than to follow my dreams.
Thank you.
Try to be an artist. And I contemplated with myself endlessly. My brother was the same way, but I feel like my brother more likely was like my spine, I guess you could say. He's like,
no, he was henpecked, dude. Henpecked.
Yeah. So he would go where I'd go. If I wanted to move out here, all right, we're gonna move out here, type of thing. But it wasn't until his girlfriend at the time that said, "Hey, let's just go out there. You guys need to go do it." And I'm like, all right, let's go do it then. And unfortunately, yeah, she ended up moving back home. But
I know you said his girlfriend at the time.
Yeah. But hey, I mean, the way I see it, she served her purpose.
Woo.
Oh,
All right, dude. Man.
Hey, but it helped me.
I'm gonna write a song about it now.
Inspiration strikes.
yeah.
But it helped you guys, though, right? It helped you guys. Now you're out here.
Absolutely, yeah.
Big.
I can.
Yeah,
I
you've been with all these big
musicians
musicians yourself.
I'll forever be thankful to her, for that reason.
I've got a question though.
Yeah.
When did the singing start? What led you to sing?
Oh man. So honestly, I sang. I want to say all my life, but was it really all my life? To be honest, and I don't really speak about this often. It's very personal, but I had cancer when I was 5 years old, and it was like a stage 4 cancer thing. Yeah, so it was a pretty serious thing. I didn't go into remission until like I was 9 years old or so. So I had it for a little while battling, and through that time, music calmed me. It kept me cool, whatever, because they were putting a lot of drugs in my system that would change like my levels and stuff. I would act out or whatever the case may be. So music was that calming point. During that time, I started to sing along with songs, whatever. Started singing, but after cancer, I wrote a song, just to write a song about like God saving me, his guardian angels, stuff like that. And I think that's kind of just like what sparked me to like want to sing. And so I started singing a little bit more, and I mean, I wasn't good, I was a little kid, I wasn't blessed like Maria Paula. I don't know if you guys heard of that lyric,
Yes.
so I wasn't, or like the young Selena or whatever, you know what I mean? Like this, the voice that I have now, I had to work hard for it. I had to train myself, and like I said, there's really no resources out there in Colorado. So, all the vocal training that I did, literally off of YouTube, and then just kind of just building myself up. I learned how to play piano, so it helped me with the singing part of it. But when we were about 11 years old, 12 years old, I didn't want to be a singer. I just wanted to play accordion. And, yeah,
that's all the women are, man. Accordion.
I just didn't want to sing, like in a band, like for a band or anything like that. I just wanted to play accordion in a band. But I think when we were about 14 or 15, my uncles came to us and told us, hey, you need to get a band together because you guys are going to open for us for a Valentine's dance. And we're like, what? Yeah. So we learn some songs, get a band together. You guys are going to play an hour set. Like, alrighty then, I guess.
That's a big set.
And so then they said, and Emanuel, you're going to sing because you play accordion, and the accordion player's up front and they sing. So I'm like, alrighty then. I guess my future's already set for me.
How many instruments do you know how to play?
I play accordion, keyboards. I can play drums. I play a little bit of bass, not a whole lot. And I know how to play chords on a bajo, but I can't do it like all the nice pasadas, whatever. I can't do all that. But I know how to play like the
But
chords.
you hear them.
Oh yeah, I hear them. I think about them, but I don't play them.
Emmanuel, let me ask you this real quick. Has this picture haunted you?
It's haunting me right now.
Yeah, it went viral, man.
Dude.
Well, within Toronto, anyway. Within Toronto.
Yeah, right after the Super Bowl, that thing went viral.
Yes, man. I want to say, and then correct me if I'm wrong, but Jonathan Espinoza was the one that created the photo. He just, flipped my picture upside down there. Dude, that was hilarious. I thought it was the funniest thing, dude. Like, I can't believe you guys have it. That's so funny.
I was like, I got to pick on him, man. So I put that up there, and I was like, turn it upside down, and I was like, let me see if we can haunt him some more and just keep it going.
Oh, man. That's crazy. Like with that picture alone, it did enough promoting for the album. I didn't really have to do a whole lot. People just, they clowned on it, or they praised it, or they just laughed at it. Whatever the case was, I didn't care. I was like, hey, y'all are just giving me some
free publicity.
Exactly. Yeah.
There is no such thing as bad press.
There
if
you
it
go.
draws attention to you. Perfect.
So, Emmanuel, I don't know if you want to elaborate on it or not, but why was Q Productions not a good choice for you? I think most of the industry was like, "Whoa, this is cool."
They wanted him to be the next Selena.
And then like 2 days later, no, not 2 days. I don't know how long.
Dude, we dig up
like
dirt,
2 days.
man. We dig up dirt, so let's hear it, man.
Yeah, let's get into it. It's fine. So I think it was like December or something like that. I had signed a contract with Q, and it was supposed to be a 5-year deal, 5 albums. But the excitement was great. The publicity was amazing. And I had a lot of support. And then I had some people was like, man, come on, like, why?
You always get the other side. You always get the other side.
Yeah, but it's cool because I get to see like what people's perspectives are, around going in. I have my own perspective, and how things work, whatever. And Abraham's a really cool guy, super cool, good to talk to, good to work with. The only thing that I didn't like about the being in the contract there was that I didn't have creative control. And before we signed the contracts and stuff, we had a meeting, and verbally we had talked about me having some creative control, and it was all green light. It's like, yeah, absolutely. That's why we want you. We want you to implement your sound into this, and we can grow together, et cetera, et cetera. And then, so it all sounded great, but when it came down to it, it was Abraham's way, and that's it, you know.
Now,
And
was it a matter of song choices or was it style choices?
every yeah, it was everything, anything that has to do with Emmanuel J, the entity of Emmanuel J, and the music that Emmanuel J is going to release. So song selections, recording, the styles, um,
They
everything.
wanted a pop boy band kind of thing, right?
You know, if they wanted something like that, I think it would have been a little bit better. But I think, and this is just my own personal opinion, is that he wanted to use me to revive a lot of his old stuff with the Dino.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Okay.
He did
yeah. I
that
don't know
moment
about that.
with younger artists, you know. And I wouldn't have been too opposed to it, but the music itself, it sounded like it belonged back in the 60s and 70s, you know, like the sound of the music to me, it was just too old for me.
It wasn't you.
It wasn't me, you know.
Yeah.
I don't mind singing older songs, but let's modernize, you know, the tune, the sound of it, the melody, the chord structures, whatever the case is, to make it fit what kind of, you know, style or genre, what the genre was kind of leaning towards, you know, today. Um, but I mean, I can't knock their sound. They got a good sound over there. You know, they've been doing it for years, and it works for them. It works for them. You know, they have a great following there at Q Productions. So, but for me, it just wasn't for me. And
So
so,
you wouldn't have been able to write your own music there. It was
uh,
just pretty much their music, and that was it.
Maybe.
yeah, you know, and even with that, I think at least the first year would have been all what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know, but for me, I didn't want like my debut album to like sound like that, and then people get that impression. Oh man, it all sounds the same. Like whatever, it doesn't sound like Emmanuel J anymore, or whatever the case may be. You know, I wanted my first impression to a lot of new audience, to a whole new audience, to be like, oh man, he's got a great voice. The music's fresh. Like it's so fresh. We love it. You know, like
On the downside, though, if that first album had hit, you'd be stuck in that genre. You'd have to do it. The second album's got to sound like the first.
Yep, exactly. You know, so um, so yeah, I hit a point, you know, where I ended up just talking to Q, and I told him like, hey man, I'm not feeling these songs, and it's honestly a disservice to you because you guys are putting a lot of hard work, a lot of effort into these songs, the production, and if I can't come in and give you my all because I'm not feeling the music, then we're just wasting each other's time over here, you know. And I apologize for that. I can't get into it.
Yeah.
And so we agreed, you know, to part our ways with nothing, you know, no animosity or anything like that. And you know, so me and him, we'll talk every once in a while. I talked to him maybe a month ago, and we were talking about him signing Maria Paula. I kind of knew before all the news went down, you know. But I didn't hear about the song, and that song is awesome that she did. It's freaking got a great voice.
Yeah. She does. She does.
My honest opinion about it is hopefully they do not pigeonhole her into that want to be the next Selena, you know, thing.
Yeah.
The way they do it, you know, the way they do it. I'll say it honestly, and this is my opinion, has nothing to do with anybody else. But they always want all these female artists to sound just like Selena, and you're gonna go in there, you're gonna be the next Selena, and you're gonna label yourself the next Selena. I was like, why not find another girl and let her be herself, or somebody, you know, quit trying to pigeonhole these people into being what was already done before.
Yeah, I agree completely with that.
I mean, what's the first thing you think of when you, even today, when you hear Jennifer Pena, the name Jennifer Pena? How did she get started? You know, it's like, okay.
Yeah,
the Jennifer y los Jets, you know, thing, and Isabel Marie, you know, when she started off, you know, it was all that. It was wanting to be the pigeonholing them to be the next Selena, and I was like, you know, let these kids be the way, you know, find their own way already, you know, go being, you know, that's enough of that already. To me, that's enough.
Dude, now you've had to make some hard decisions. I mean, moving from Colorado to Texas, I mean, that's a hard decision to make because that's going to affect your life. To be offered this dream recording contract that's going to, you know, they've got the PR push, they've got the media, they've got the media's attention. For you to turn that down, How did that feel? People want to know. Tejanos want to know. How the heck did that feel?
Where's Tejano Nation at?
Honestly, D, it really just comes down to me wanting to stay true to myself. It sucks in a way, yes, because I know what I'm losing out on, and then I know that I will never know the potential that it could have got me to, or like the growth that it could have done for me. But in a way, it's rewarding because I know that right now I'm making my own success without having to ride the coattail of anybody's name.
There you go. And see, and now you got 2 successful albums. And if you did not turn them down, you wouldn't have had this.
But you know what?
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of Tejano artists, but it's very rare to find somebody that has that vision about, I know who I am and I know where I'm going and I know how I want to get there, how I want to be perceived. And you have that belief in yourself. That's just awesome. I mean, that, dude, you're going to go places. You're going to do things. I believe in you now. Just having just met you, I believe in you now.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. And honestly, yeah, like I said, it's a lot more rewarding to know that that I'm doing it outside of that I guess you could say a ball and chain, if you will, because I would have been locked in, I would have been his puppet there, for lack of better words, I guess. But I do have a great team backing me and supporting me right now. Big shout out to Carlos Alvarez and Penfo Music. He is doing wonderful work for me, and that he's behind the release of my new song, which is Otra Vez. Mm-hmm. And I honestly believe that's probably the biggest reason why I think I checked today, or was it yesterday? I have 25,000 monthly listeners on Spotify.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. And dude, I never thought that could ever happen, just for the heck of it, I start Googling, or I start checking all the other Tejanos, in the industry, just to see, where am I at with these guys? Where am I at?
Don't do that.
I know.
Don't do it.
Stay away from the stats. Stay away from the stats.
I know.
They'll just mess with you.
But it honestly, it feels rewarding to know, that I'm doing something well, after making a big decision like that. Staying true to myself, saying no to the promise of publicity and fame and all that, whatever. I'm doing it on my own. I found a team that works well with me. So I'm blessed, man. I really am. Nice.
Jonathan Espinoza said, what did he do now? Since he was since he was responsible for that picture in the first place, now we got to constantly make fun of him. Let's see. What else we had here? We have Miss Juanita Donaldson.
That's my mom.
Oh, that's your mom?
I love you, Mom.
Awesome. Well, ma'am, thank you for joining us here on the Three Amigos show.
So we gotta straighten up.
Straighten up.
Yeah, we gotta
Tone it
down. What's your favorite breakfast cereal, EJ?
She lives there in Colorado too. All my family still lives back at home in Colorado. So 45 minutes east of Pueblo. It's a small little town called Ordway.
Oh, okay. I know it is.
Yeah.
Y'all got any of those dispensaries over there?
Yeah. Dude. They're all over the place.
Yeah. like gas stations.
Corner store.
Probably, yeah.
Nice. Emanuel, so you got a Tuesday show now. Talk about that real quick.
Yeah, so Tejano Tuesdays with Emanuel J. I go live on my platforms here. Every Tuesday is what I've been doing it around 7:15, whatever. I sing for about an hour and a half, sometimes 2 if I have a guest with me. And first off, I started it. I wanted to start doing something consistently. And I say that now, the word consistently, because there was a radio DJ that was live this morning or whatever, and they said Emanuel J just isn't consistent like he used to be. And I'm like, and you're not paying attention to Emanuel J, man, because I'm live every single Tuesday.
I don't know. I don't know why those DJs do stuff like that, man. It's just like
yeah,
Hey,
I don't understand it.
and he's a
those
well-known,
DJs.
respected DJ in Tejano music, whatever. And I'm like, okay, whatever. You don't understand how consistent I am. I do Tejano Tuesdays every Tuesday. I started doing it in January, like the mid January, and it was just to interact with my fans. Say what's up. How everybody doing. Let me sing live for you guys. I think that's one of the biggest things is people want to hear you live.
Yeah.
And if promoters aren't booking me, if the clubs aren't booking me, and the reason why they're not booking me is because my prices, it might be a little too high for them, is what I've been told. But hey, dude, like, I'm gonna give you a price because I have a band to pay. It's not just me. I'm not gonna go out there with tracks. I'm gonna go out there with top dog musicians that know how to play music and get the dance floor packed, with dancing, etc., whatever the case. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and just sing live for you guys on my own. Here we go. It's free here. It's free 99. I have to pay a monthly subscription for some of these apps that I use, but so it's money out of my pocket. But I don't have to pay a whole band. I sing along, to the tracks or whatever here in the comfort of my own home, and I can do whatever I want. But I'm doing it to interact with fans. Let them know that I can actually sing. It's not just all studio work behind there. It's an actual real voice. And then I was like, you know what? I gotta start inviting new artists as well. Like, this is a great idea. I get good response. Good numbers on those lives. Good amount of views. Whatever. I can start bringing in artists. If you're new, up and coming, or if you're old and you just want to have fun. I say old loosely, okay? Not old.
Hey.
To cover his tracks.
Wow, Mr. 1995.
Let me reword that. A seasoned artist, right? And you just want to come have fun or whatever, like, my place is open. Hit me up. We'll bring you on the show live on Tuesdays, sing some songs, chat, whatever. Just hang out and have a good time. But really, only 3 people have ever hit me up about it, and that's Cesar Martinez. Well, Cesar Omar now. I have to remember Cesar Omar.
Do his name change.
Cesar Omar.
Like Prince or somebody.
Yeah.
As long as he don't turn himself into a symbol, we're good.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So
Oh
other than that, I've had other people that hit me up, and then they just don't want to do it after all, whatever. I don't know, man. It's hard to reach out to people and try to get them to come on the show. So that's why I say, like, if you want to do it, you got to hit me up. Come on, dude. Like, I'm easy to talk to. I'm not going to be mean to you. You know what I mean?
It's because you're not being. It's because you're not being consistent.
Oh,
yeah, that's what it is.
Wow.
You said the other 2 showed up, or they just contacted you?
Oh no, yeah. Okay, so Cesar Omar, Angelica Alcocer, she came on the show too, and then Cristelo was the other one.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So I had those 3 come on, and then I had a couple of other ones. Well, I had one that was supposed to come do the show with me this past yesterday, and they backed out. I had a backup lined up, and he backed out, and so I ended up just hitting up one of my good friends. His name's Mello, and he's always here anyway. So I'm like, dude, just come sing some songs with me, all right?
Mello on keyboard.
Yeah, Mello.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Nice.
okay, people back out on you, but you've still got this positive outlook, and you still want to promote up and coming talent and stuff. What's going to happen one day when you bring on a talent that just goes viral and overshadows Emanuel J, and you may have discovered them? But...
Hey, I would just be happy that I was the one that brought them in here.
Yes, studio malfunction.
I know. I got the dogs in here. I don't know what happened with those. They came in. Yeah, I know. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, no. I mean, there's no animosity towards anybody that finds success through anything that I can help put them through or anything like that. If I can just be that person that kind of helps them elevate themselves, your success is my success. That's what I always say, you know.
Hey, David Lee's been doing it for over 40 years.
Yeah, you know, and David Lee's still David Lee, you know, so it don't matter how many different vocalists he gets or whatever the case may be. David Lee will always be David Lee, and then whoever branches off, Marcos Orozco is Marcos Orozco, Jay Perez is Jay Perez, you know. So if I can somehow just be a reason for somebody's success, photo bomb. If I can just be a reason for somebody's success, then you know I'm happy with that, dude. I ain't tripping.
Nice.
Is that a triple?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a dog. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, well, we're gonna take another quick break, right quick, and play another.
I'm not talking to him.
Oh, we're gonna get to talking more. We got to see him in action.
Right.
And this is Emanuel J's DLG medley. Now, what were the choices for these songs? The ones that you picked.
So with all of the medleys, I wanted to get songs that weren't as popular, but still had some popularity in them, you know. So what I mean by that is also if they don't play them live, like every weekend or whatever the case may be. But I wanted to throw in at least one popular song. So with the David Lee one, Me Vuelvo a Enamorar, of course, is a hit song, popular. And then the second one is Que Lástima. And if you're familiar with Markel's voice, you know, then you would have heard that song. But it's not one that they play all the time because you really can't find a singer that can mimic a lot of the Markel's tone. You know, he's got that R&B style of voice. And then of course the third one was as the Joey Martinez song. What was it? Alguien Como Tú, I think. So another one that's like it's a good song. They're all great songs, but it's one of those like, oh man, I remember that song. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a jam.
Nice. Nice. Well, let's go ahead and check it out for everybody right here. Emanuel J, the DLG medley right here on the Three Amigos Show.
Me desperté por la ansiedad de verte, me desvelé. ¿Cómo puede de uno lograr tanto amor de esta calidad? Yo quiero abrazarte y probar la dulzura en cada beso que me das. Cada vez que estoy junto a ti me vuelvo a enamorar. No hay nadie en este mundo que no haré para ti. Yo solo por tu amor. Cada vez que me tienes me vuelvo a enamorar. Tu mirada me desarma y me hace temblar. Por todo eso me vuelvo a enamorar. Yo no supe amarte, esto es lo que dices tú. Yo no supe darte todo lo que tú querías. Eso dices tú, es lo que dices tú. Piénsalo. Cuando me lames y me hay que dar sin recibir. Se entrega toda mente y cuerpo y alma sin condición. Eso fue tu error. Tú no piensas así. Qué lástima que yo no fui el amor de que lo poco que tú querías. La vida condición. Y aunque te vas mi corazón, te sigo amando. Qué lástima que yo no fui el amor, me quedo como que tú querías. La vida a través del tiempo me enseña de amor sin condición. Y aunque te vas mi corazón, te sigo amando. No es tan fácil encontrar alguien como tú, que me llene de caricias y me dé su amor, me dé su amor. Me gusta que me quieras, de amarte a mi manera, como lo hago yo. No es tan fácil encontrar a un buen amor. Me abrigue por las noches y me dé calor, me dé calor. Me gusta tu sonrisa y sé que yo en mi vida nunca encontraré alguien como tú, que me sepa amar, alguien como tú, que me haga soñar, alguien que me entienda y que me quiera como tú. No hay nadie igual, alguien como tú, que me sepa amar, alguien como tú. No puedo encontrar, por favor te pido y te lo ruego, nunca me dejes de amar.
Very nice. Very nice. Emanuel J and the DLG medley. That's awesome right there. I love the transitioning between the songs, man. That was awesome.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah.
No, dude, no, he's showing off. Did you see that on the key change? He changed accordions for a video. He went from the red accordion to the white accordion just because it was a key change.
Because
yeah.
It's all the little details, you know.
I would never have known.
I love Marcus' comment on that, though. I love your comment.
I was going to do that, or I was going to say, "Hey, man, how was it playing bass for Moss?" And get your reaction from that. To give, you know how you give a shout out to your brother.
That's funny. Yeah, that'd be funny.
How was it playing for DLG though?
It was cool, man. Honestly, I learned a lot being with DLG. Honestly, man, and what was cool is so when I was with them, we'd always travel on the bus, right? And
grocery time.
Yeah, so a lot of times we'd be traveling. David would always want to pick my brain a little bit, you know, and then he'd bring out his accordion and he'd tell me to get an accordion on, and so he's just showing me stuff, and so I got some little private lessons from the Godfather himself there, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's something I'll always remember, you know. But man, like
telling you said that the grandfather himself. Oh
yeah,
man.
Did I say the grandfather?
He said Godfather. I hope
Godfather.
No, it sounded like grandfather to the grandfather himself. And David Lee and I, we're only 15 days apart in age, so yeah, thanks a lot, dude. Yeah, Mr. 1995.
The Godfather of
Oh, now he enunciated.
Okay. We're gonna have to replay that section to find out what you say.
I could have swore it's the Godfather.
You gotta enunciate Godfather.
But
hey,
yeah,
have you noticed how EJ? He's very diplomatic, man. Kudos to your parents, man. They brought you up well. You're very respectful. You know how to say things that are not offensive, but really are. So
he can attack you with nice words.
He's worked with musicians before. No, man, dude, you played really, really well. Just not on this album, okay?
Yeah, right. Just not this part, but you did well. You did very well.
I had a comment here said, "Are we allowed to ask about the new album or next year's single being released April 4th, 2024?"
Is the date already?
No. So what's crazy? is that so Benjamin, man, I know he commented on a post like 2 years ago so I released my second album February 2nd of 2022. And so then he posted like the next release is going to be March 3rd of 2023. And without even like thinking about it, that's when I released my new single Otra Vez, was March 3rd,
okay.
2023. But it wasn't supposed to be that way. It's actually supposed to be released like early February, whatever. But it kept getting pushed back. And it ended up just being March 3rd. That's the release date. And so when it released, he's like, man, like, how did I know? All right, the next one, April 4th, 2024.
You gotta stick with it, man.
Now I got you, yeah.
April 4th, May 5th, June 6th, July 7th. Okay, cool.
Nice. Okay, now they got the. I was reading that behind the ear. I was like, I wonder what he's talking about. Is he predicting something that we don't know?
Right? Yeah, he's got the insight.
Yeah, there you go. Big shout out going out to DJ Nuni. He actually played a whole show with all your music on there earlier on the Mastrigo Radio. So big shout out going out to him. He dedicated the whole show for you.
Thank you, man. I really do appreciate that. It's support like that really keeps me grounded. It reminds me that I'm doing this not only for the love of it, but because other people love it as well. And it's a beautiful thing that I'm able to create music that other people enjoy listening to as well. It's not just me, in my own little world here. So it serves a little bit more purpose behind it. But honestly, it reminds me to not give up, to just keep pushing, to keep going, because I have fans out there. I have people that want to play my music, want to listen to my music. So it's a nice reminder. So thank you, brother.
I got a question though, because when you moved from Colorado to Texas, that was you and your brother both. You must have had a project in mind that included the both of you, and it's just that happenstance or destiny or fate that put you in separate directions. But you're both still involved in the industry. Is there still a project that's supposed to happen, or that's the impression I got?
Yeah. So as of right now, yeah.
Put him on the line. Just put your brother on the line.
Yeah. So right now, my brother, he's committed full time to Ram Herrera, but I do believe he's committed to me as well, because there's been a lot of times where I would have a gig, and he'd tell these guys, whether if it was with Joe, especially with Joe, he'd always tell them, "Hey, my brother's got a gig. I'm sorry, I'll get a filler for you guys." So. Ultimately, his loyalty lies, here with Emanuel J. As we get gigs or whatever the case may be, he's going to continue to be there for us, for me, should I say, I guess. But no, man. So like I said earlier, without Emmy, without my brother, there's no Emanuel J. So, and that doesn't just stand for like music production and that kind of thing. It's also for like live gigs, really, because he handles a lot of that side of it, getting the musicians, making sure the set lists are sent out, and then the day of the show, he's making sure that everyone's good, does the sound check and stuff. I'm there too with the sound check, but he's making sure everyone's in line and everybody's supposed to be doing what they're supposed to be doing, I guess, and makes it easy for me. Let's put it that way. So,
was there a vision? Like, look at Los Desperados or Emilio and Raulito. Was there a vision that, come on, twin brothers in a band, and they both look good and they're up front. Was that like a vision or a project that you were both going to pursue, or?
Not really, I guess.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, when we were growing up, it was my brother. He's very shy, even to this day. He's a shy person, so he doesn't like being in the spotlight. He did an interview with me for something, I can't remember what it was, but we basically had to like pull him in, drag him into the place just to do the interview, because he doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to put himself in the spotlight. He doesn't care about the fame or whatever it is. He's just like, you know what? I want this for you. Let's put you there. And I'm like, I appreciate that. Like I'm not telling him, hey, it's me and you got to do this for me and you got to be there. No. It's us together, but he likes to be in the back seat.
Nice. Would you guys do an album? You know, the Gaona twins or something like that.
So we grew up.
I like the title.
Yeah, right.
The Gaona twins.
Yeah.
No, what the twins?
When we were younger, we started out in a church, my grandfather's church, and so we played a lot of gospel music, and it was like the gospel Tejano music, you hear some of those releases, and at a point in time, I got like 7, 8 songs together, and we started recording it, and what did I name it? I named like we didn't ever release it. It's not like a release or anything, but in my computer it's named as like Cuates en Cristo or something like that,
Right. Catchy.
Yeah. But I don't know, maybe down the line we could probably do something that implements him a little bit more in the productions, because I know he can sing. He sings. He doesn't like to sing. He doesn't have that confidence there or whatever like that. So, and even if he did, I don't know if people would ever tell the difference unless they saw it.
How do they usually tell you guys apart? Because you wear glasses and he doesn't, though.
Yeah, but then sometimes he wears glasses.
Oh, okay.
That's
what I usually told you guys apart, because you mostly wear glasses and he, I really didn't see him with too many glasses.
So if people come up to you that he owes money to, they come after you.
Man, I would be scared. I'm not too sure how people could tell us apart. I mean, me and him, like looking at each other, like obviously I can tell myself apart from him if I was looking in the mirror, or whatever. Like, but I won't lie that there's sometimes in video, if it's from the back of us or whatever, the side profile, or whatever, I'll think it's me, but it's really him or whatever, until I see that. I'm like, oh, dude, like I thought that was me for a second. Whatever. But like in person, I feel like we have enough differences in our features, physically, that people can kind of tell the difference. But then, of course, there is fans that, hey, Emanuel J, you're awesome. You got a great voice, and he's just like that.
D, I thought you were gonna ask him. You brought up Desperados. I thought we were gonna promote the Test Tube Babies number 2.
Test Tube Babies, yeah.
So you guys can take the shirts off, and
that's the cover of the new album right there.
No, but I'm voting for Lone the Twins. I like that.
That's funny. When I did release that album photo of the almost completely unbuttoned shirt there, somebody told me, there you go.
He's quick with that button, man.
So,
that's what happens when you work behind the scenes. You got to be on top of that.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome. But somebody asked me, just to be funny or whatever. So is the next album going to be completely open, and I'm like,
or be like Ram's cover where he's sitting in the bathtub.
Yeah, just in the bathtub. Yeah,
the old album cover.
Yeah, and that's why I did this. I was like, you know what? Like if the artists back in the 90s, early 2000s, stuff like that, if they can kind of push the boundaries a little bit, why can't I? You know what I mean? And I believe that was probably like the 80s maybe, but something like that. But I'm like, man, why can't I push some boundaries?
I think D had a pair of those chaps, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. Dude.
Oh, the chaps.
Bow tie with no shirt on.
Hey, Jay, this is the part of the program where you get to interview Juan. All you have to do is ask him one question. Ask him when the wedding is.
When's the wedding? When's the wedding, Juan?
We don't know yet. I still don't know that part yet.
Dude, I'm sorry. How long have you been? No, ask him. How long have they been together?
How long have you all been together?
About 7-8 years already.
And when did you propose?
About a month ago.
And she stayed you that long?
There you go. That's my boy. Go ahead. Get him, EJ.
What are you trying to set me up for?
That's funny. I love
ask D if he's back yet.
Hey, are you back yet, D? Plead the fifth.
Nice. Well, we need to get an update anyway from D, because he was in San Antonio putting some touches on the new Culturas album, so we need to get an update on how that's going.
Need a release date.
I've heard some little details of it. I ain't gonna say nothing, but
Sunday.
hey, I know people.
Let's have a release date, a release month.
Yeah, I just want to know, like,
at least a single. When is the single coming out?
Is the single done yet?
Season, fall.
We're already talking about music videos. We talked about that when you came on, before we went live and stuff. We're talking about music videos already.
I was in SA last weekend or weekend before. I've got to go again this weekend. I found out today I've got to go and lay vocals again for 3 more songs. 17 songs, and we got to pick the top 10. But it's a lot of fun, and so I get to go and stand for 9 hours just doing vocals. I haven't beaten my record yet. 10 hours is my record, but 9 hours, one spot, singing take after take after take. But the first single is going to come out in May. And,
nice.
But
they said is Emanuel J going to be featured and Marcus Daniels?
We're not
all
cool
we have
enough.
to do is ask.
We don't have enough.
I'm really good. Not enough
have enough
culture.
what?
Culture.
Culturas.
Oh. Matter of fact, I've got one song that I'm trying to get a cast of characters together, because it's basically, if you think of the way We Are the World, We Are the World, We Are the truth. If you think of how that was done, I'm going to need a lead vocalist for this one song. It's a great project, but it's massive. And so, Emanuel J, you're invited. Marcus, you're invited. And there's a part I want just a little piece of narration. I was going to ask Juan to do that for me. So, but right now we're trying to decide which route to go, because either release an album, 10 songs, or release an EP, 6 to 9 songs, and then re-release them as a deluxe set with an additional 6 or 7 songs. So we're trying to figure out what direction we want to go with that.
Yeah.
Other than that, I talk too much, which is why I constantly have because I overshadow Marcus. Marcus, I never let you get a word in edgewise, and I apologize. And every week I bring this out because I talk too goddamn much. But before I do, I just want to say one thing. I like the Emanuel, or I'm sorry, you guys have been saying, you've been back and forth. It's either Emanuel or it's Emanuel. Either way, or Emanuel. He doesn't care. Okay.
Whatever you like. Yeah.
You got to put your Spanish accent to it.
EJ.
It's
EJ.
funny because when Bobby announces me, because he allows me to sing a song when we play live with him, and when Bobby announces me, he always says, ladies and gentlemen, like, I want to bring up a guest, Emanuel. He goes, Emanuel J, and then he goes, Emanuel Jota. And then everybody have a good time. He goes, no. But yeah, Mr.
That's
Emanuel
not
J,
cool.
thank you so much. Go ahead and sing the song, So either way, I don't even care. I'm just like, it's
I'm
fun.
glad you brought it up, because all afternoon I was going, man, should I say something about that or not? I'm glad you said it. Thank you.
Man,
Oh, yeah.
you're gonna have a Monterrey fan base. You're gonna be surprised by that fan base.
There you go. Yeah.
Like, I'm getting a lot of hearts here.
I heard there's gonna be a lot of Bud Light over there.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Wow, that controversy is bad. I want to say congratulations on your awards too, man. The Tejano Mundial Awards.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you,
Yeah,
man.
you guys racked up quite a bit over there. I think between you and Monica Saliva pretty much stole the show.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I don't know. The thing about award shows, it's great to be recognized for your hard work. It's awesome to see your name up in those categories with other, artists artists and musicians that are also there. It's nice to win and everything, but ultimately, man, I do the music for the love of music itself. If the awards come, that's cool. I'll clear off some shelf space for them or whatever. But ultimately, it's not my goal. You know what I mean? Like, let me get that award now. It's all good. But
Nice.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
No, but you guys did an awesome job, and even the collaboration you and Monica did together.
Yeah, A Mi Lado. That song, man. Beautiful song. From the moment I heard it from Jonathan Espinoza. He's the songwriter for that one. I reached out to him and said, "Hey, man, I want to do a duet. This is kind of how I wanted to go about, you know." And then he wrote up the song like in a week and sent it out to me. Well, actually, he came down to visit friends and family, I guess, and he came over to my place and he laid it down for me, the guide track, and I was like, man, this song just it's everything that I wanted.
Was it your choice to bring her on?
Yes, it was my choice. I knew I was wanting to do a duet with a female. I started looking at a bunch of females, the voices and stuff, you know, vocals. And at the time, Monica, she was new herself. She was just, you know, getting established, and I love that. I love that she had a great, powerful voice, and that she was still on her rise. She still is. She still is on her rise. But at the moment, you know, we were there trying to build our fan base, and so bringing her on board, man, that was I thought it was like a great idea, and then our voices just blended perfectly. I was like, man, this song is amazing. So
Yeah.
of course, yeah, I love it.
Nice. It was
it's
awesome. It was an awesome track. It was a good
Go
track.
ahead, D. D, you're next, man. Come on.
You got to make up for last week.
Yeah.
What happened last week, D?
He stood us up.
He
man.
wrongly scheduled himself.
So it was the two amigos.
No, he will understand. We were asked, Culturas was asked to do a radio interview last Wednesday. And
Oh, that's always my excuse too.
It was a real thing. Yes.
man, okay. I see you and I are going to get off on a real good foot here. Okay. Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
No, my biggest problem is that I have a big problem saying no. I can't say no to people ask. I'll do it. I don't care what it is. If I've got the ability and the capacity, I will do it. And so they said, "Hey, can you do an interview on Wednesday night?" I said, "Sure, you bet. What time? 8:00. Be there." Then I realized later when one of you two guys,
Someone posted it. It was a post. One saw the post. It was like, "What's up, man?" I see you.
It's like, really, he's leaving this again or what?
well, yeah, Juan was very diplomatic. The way he, as I understand it, you are conducting an interview at the same time the Three Amigos show is like, oh, no, and so I had to bow out last week, and to which I've profusely apologized, guys. I'm sorry. So, that's
all right.
basically what happened.
Yeah, that's all right.
You got the
Was that booing?
hey, it happens. It happens.
Hey, Chacho's in here.
Yeah, Chacho Herrera.
What's up?
Nice.
That's my boy from Colorado, man. He's an awesome accordion player.
Hey, he says representing Colorado to the fullest.
Yeah, great accordion player. That's who we started with BTS band. He played with us for a couple of years, and
Oh yeah, I was honored to share the stage with him once.
oh, nice,
Yes.
BTS band was great, man. You know, I think they still came out with a single last year. I think it was. I haven't heard much from them if they're still doing anything.
The K-pop band.
Chacho's gonna be like, really.
Yeah, no, I love those guys there, man. All of them, they still got my love and my respect for sure. When I go out there, you know, I try to make time to not only visit my family, you know, but also my friends, you know, that are out there, and it's hard, man. It's hard because you know, there's not enough time in the day. There's not enough days on the weekend or anything like that, you know, to be able to see everybody. But Chacho, I miss you, brother.
Nice. All right, well, we're gonna take our final break and play our final video, and this is the Ricardo Castillon medley. Now, give us your reasons for these choices here.
Yeah, you know, so much like the last medley, you know, I wanted to grab songs that aren't as, you know, popular, that people, you know, if they listen to it, they're like, oh yeah, I do remember this song, or oh dude, I haven't heard this song in ages, whatever. But then also catch them with a familiar song that's like, all right, I can jam to this because I know this song,
Nice.
Yeah, man. And then of course, like the transitions, I have to pick songs that can blend well with each other, or transition. I can find the transition. So I don't know. Hopefully you guys like it.
So here with the latest release from Emanuel J. Here is Ricardo Castillo medley right here on the Three Amigos.
Hoy no sé qué hacer, amigo mío. Me hace mucha falta su cariño. Hoy no sé qué hacer, amigo mío. Siento el corazón enloquecido. Hoy no sé qué hacer, dame un consejo. Me hace mucha falta su cariño. Solo pienso en ella, estoy viviendo en el ayer, recordando su sonrisa, su manera de querer. No puedo estar sin ella, quisiera tenerla aquí, aunque sea por un minuto, quiero verla sonreír. Anda y dile, amigo mío, con la extraño mucho y mucho, que no puedo ya vivir sin ella. Anda y dile, amigo mío, que perdone mis errores, que he cambiado, ya no soy el mismo. Mil besos te he llamado y no quiere escucharme. Mi perdón no es confiado por su amor, ni mi llanto ni dolor podrá cambiar su decisión. Hoy me digo que olvidará que jamás la conocí. Hoy hace 2 semanas me muero de ganas por volverte a ver, pasear en mi coche contigo esta noche hasta el amanecer, perderme en el bosque, sentir que yo vivo y un sueño sin fin, romper en silencio suspiros al viento con nuestro latir. Serás tu caminito de amor, el testigo de nuestra pasión. Serás tu caminito de amor, como huella que marque mi amor. Serás tu caminito de amor, el secreto de nuestra pasión. Serás tu caminito de amor, el sendero para unir nuestro amor. Siempre en los bailes cuando estoy cantando, la gente sube la arena para poderla mirar. Siempre que en los bailes cuando estoy cantando, la gente sube la arena para poderla mirar. Es una chaparrita, siempre está bailando, parece reguilete cuando baila tropical. Es una chaparrita, siempre está bailando, parece reguilete cuando baila tropical. Linda chaparrita, parece serenita cuando son sus palitas de besos todo dar. Levanta tus manitas, tu cintura y delgadita, tu prenitas tan bonitas, te me ves toda a bailar. Linda chaparrita, parece serenita cuando son sus palitas de besos todo dar. Levanta tus manitas, tu cintura y delgadita, tu prenitas tan bonitas, te me ves toda a bailar. Agarré en mi grupo, no que ya no aguanto más, con esa chaparrita yo me quieren a bailar. Agarré de mi grupo, no que ya no aguanto más, porque esta chaparrita ya no se me va a escapar. Linda, linda chaparrita, todos la quieren mirar. Linda, linda chaparrita, todos la quieren mirar.
real, authentic montunas. Cool.
That's an awesome medley right there, man.
Thank
It
you.
is. And pay no attention to DJ Dune.
Hold on, we're gonna get that comment back. But for a 5-minute video featuring 3 songs, and you're doing all the production, all the video, everything else, how long did it take you to do a video like that?
Oh man, just the video itself probably took me maybe 5 hours of work.
Editing.
Editing, yeah, all that, getting
Costume changes.
yeah, well, especially so the day of recording, that was tough.
Yeah, because you're wearing different clothes when you're singing, and then you're playing the keyboards or something else, man.
Yeah. So
come on, we got the king of costume changes right here in the studio. If you've seen Marcus Daniel videos, the guy knows how to do a costume
instantly, man. He just
Incognito.
he's faster than Superman.
Oh,
that's funny.
Let's see. We had DJ New. Go ahead.
No, I'm just telling D to be quiet. If he's covering his mouth, that's a good thing.
Thanks, Marcus.
DJ Nune actually filled in last week. He said he couldn't fill D's shoes last week. He did an awesome job.
He did an awesome job.
Man, I appreciate you. I love you. I met him in Pasco, Washington, and
nice.
he was playing Stump the Musician that night. There was a re-release of Gavino's El Único, and the female singer. And I kept thinking, I know this song, but he stumped me. Thanks, Nune. Yeah.
Let's see. We got Chacho Herrera. He said he misses you chingos, Emanuel.
Chacho, love you, brother. Thank you. I miss you.
And we're gonna go to this one right here. It says, Emanuel, Cultura's really coming soon.
How'd you know, man?
There's one thing, though. One thing.
I know where he's going.
You know where I'm going with this one? Go ahead, tell him. He has to have.
You have to have the wig. You have to have the dreads.
Oh, dude.
Yes. I'll go to the costume store and I'll go buy it.
But you gotta have the dance moves too. You gotta have the dance moves.
I'll get the chaps too.
Gee, what? Yeah, thanks, new best friend. Wow, chaps. No. Here,
I love it.
There
it is.
There you go.
Hey.
That's
just
who
in my
this guy.
office.
See, some of our listeners were like, "Oh, that's who he is."
Oh,
I knew him.
Now I reckon it's him.
How come you guys didn't tell me it was D all this time, man? I just saw Big Daddy and I was like, I don't know who Big Daddy is.
That's because I'm Superman. Take up the wig.
Or Clark Kent. Where did D go? It's Clark
Yeah,
Kent.
I know, exactly. Oh, I'm choking myself. Help.
But yeah, those two things. You gotta have the dreads, and then you gotta have the dance moves.
Well, I'm gonna have to borrow his dreads then.
There you go. There you go. When you watch the Tejano Music Awards 14 or 15, when they're all dancing up on the stage, they had all the dance moves. You gotta have that.
I'm gonna study it.
Maybe about 4 or 5 of you in the background, so you're gonna have to do a lot of production. That way, there's 4 or 5 of you there, and just all do the dance moves.
Oh yeah, it could get done.
There you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, Emanuel J's next video, the Culturas medley. Thank you, DJ Nune, for bringing that one up.
You heard it here first.
There you go.
I apologize profusely. This is supposed to be an hour-long show, and for all the episodes, it's been like we have so much fun with the guests that they've all ended up. Shelly's got the record, hour and 45 minutes, almost a 2-hour show.
Yeah, anybody that knows Shelly though, she's.
Oh, I was worried, man, because her and D together, I was really worried about.
I was finally mute on one of the videos.
Good Lord.
Yeah. No, I believe it. Yeah. You get Shelly talking. It takes a while, before she doesn't talk anymore. But it's all good things, Like Shelly's so knowledgeable, and she has so many stories.
Yeah, it's all fun, man. We get to know you, and get to know your history, and now we want to see what's next for you. You got a new single out. But what's gonna be next? Your new album, more videos?
Yeah, so Otra Vez, yeah, this is the latest release. It's doing pretty well right now. We want to do a music video for Otra Vez. Like I said, I don't know when it's gonna happen. You know, I've been waiting for music videos for a bunch of different songs that I wanted to do in the past, but in good time, you know, we just gotta find the right time, I guess.
There you
So
go.
we'll do the music video with that, but coming in May, we will have another release. I'm not sure if we're gonna do another single to push an EP, or we're gonna throw the EP out in May. And then I have a full album recorded. I have 10, 11 songs that are already completely finished. But the way that me and my team are doing it are strategizing is to be able to have music to release for like half a year, and then just push it for the whatever. And I can work on that last half of the year. I'll work on the next album or whatever, right? And then we can do the same thing over again, you know, and just continually have music consistently, you know.
You gotta be consistent.
Yes. So yeah, man, and then I have I'm actually going to be performing at Oyster Bake April 22nd. It's a Saturday at 2:30 at St. Mary's University. I think it's about 2:30 to 4:30, something like that. Yeah, it's about 2 hours straight. We're going to jam out for all the people out there sweating, because I'm sure it's going to be hot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
But yeah, man, it's exciting, man. We have a lot of exciting things coming up, and I just found out I'm going to be on a cruise, so I'm going to be doing.
I saw that.
Yeah, the Boots in the Sand cruise in 2024 January. So
Nice.
yeah, man,
A lot of great artists are gonna be on there. I think Solido's gonna be a part of it. I'm one of the headliners, and you get to go out there and hang out with them for a week.
I know, all on the same boat, man. It's gonna be exciting. I'm pretty excited. Like, it's crazy.
Nice. Well, before we wrap things up here, the Midnight Cowboy, Marcus Daniels, do you have any words of advice for Emmanuel J?
Hey, no, just keep doing what you're doing, man. I love your presence on social media. I said that to our guest last week. You know, keep it up, man. And of course, is a lot of these old scooters, we think it's just Facebook, but you know, you stay present on all the other social media. So keep it up, man. It helps us out.
Yeah. D.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Marcus, do you see it?
Oh, no. Good Lord.
Up a little bit. Up a little bit.
Oh God. No, I appreciate that though, Marcus, man. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, man, you're doing an awesome job, man.
I really appreciate it.
Well, before we get it to Big Daddy D, since he's the eldest of the bunch.
We respect our elders around here.
No, Emmanuel, I'm a huge fan, man. I love both your albums. Everything is great, man. Can't wait to see you in person again. It's it's always fun. You're doing big things for Tejano music, man. Keep it going. And, we're proud of you, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. And anything I can do for y'all just let me know. I'm available. So thank y'all for bringing me on your guys' show and taking an hour and 35 minutes out of you guys' lives.
Last question, D. All
right, so 1 minute 36, or 1 hour and 36 minutes. All right.
No, it's been a great pleasure meeting you, learning a little more about who you are and your heart as a musician. And you're doing it for the right reasons. You're following a dream. You're following your heart. It's never been about glamour. It's never been about fan praise or anything like that. You're just doing what you were built to do, which is make music, sing, and entertain. And dude, I commend you greatly just for having that mindset. Not like Marcus.
I
do it for the money, baby. That's why I got this nice studio behind me.
Exactly. I want that studio money.
Yeah.
But having never met you and meeting you for the first time right here, man, I appreciate your soul. I appreciate why you do it. Because my first question to you was going to be, are you really Tejano? I listen to your singing. Are you really Tejano?
Yeah.
Unequivocally, yes, you are. You are.
I
Through and
appreciate
through.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. And again, guys, this is fun. I enjoyed this a lot. So,
So
y'all
you're
keep
gonna
on doing
Venmo
it.
me. You're gonna Venmo me for that, right?
Yes. Disclose. We're not gonna disclose any of that. Okay, so put the tape back on.
He came prepared, didn't he?
We've never had a guest turn on me like that. Thanks.
We'll discuss Venmo afterwards.
Right?
On next week's show, D, who do we have?
Next week we got the Tejano Wild Man himself, Sunny Salceda, multi-award winning. He's got Grammys. He's got Tejano Music Awards. This guy is the real deal. He's been my friend for the last 30-something years. And he agreed to come onto our show next Wednesday, right here on the Three Amigos Show.
Nice. And I nicknamed him the Accordion Killer because that boy can kill them accordions, man. I swear. So he accepted the name, so I'm proud of that one. So
I think he's going by like Saucy McMuffins or something.
Oh, yeah, that was, I can't remember what it was. And he's just got so many different names.
We gotta ask about this.
We're gonna ask him next week about that one.
Does anybody know,
I can tell.
Does anybody know Sonny's real first name?
No.
Aha! Next week's show, find out right here on the Three Amigos. Emanuel J, thank you, brother, for coming on, man. We appreciate it. You're like part of the family now because the way you can give it, you can take it. So I'm
Saucy McThickens. Saucy McThickens. Okay, that was the name. Thank you so much for that one. I had to kind of stop myself. And if you see D's got some dancing skills, but Saucy McThickens got some awesome dancing skills too. So if he's watching that,
dance off next week.
There you go. And we might have Saucy McThickens do this. Classy picture. You need to make some posters and just sell those posters with that.
I should, right? Like I think that would be some good.
Yeah. Put them on a shirt. Put them on a shirt. Just
t-shirt.
Dude, let me do the artwork, man. Ijota wants you. Yeah. So.
Ijota wants you.
Nice.
That's funny, God.
All right, but that is our show. We're unfortunate.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, we could be jellies in 5 minutes.
Let's go for the record.
Go for the record. We got about 6 minutes to beat the record.
Sing the Ricardo Castellon medley a cappella.
One more time.
That would kill 5 minutes right there.
There you go.
I do appreciate y'all though. Again, really from the bottom of my heart for having me on the show with you guys. Honestly, it was fun. It was really fun.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Best interview anything I've had so far.
Nice. There'll be more to come. We'll invite you back.
You guys are setting the bar for all the other people, right?
There you go. Wednesday night.
Low bar, brother. Low bar.
But also, big shout out going out to your brother too, man. Tell him we appreciate all his workmanship in the music business and everything that he's done as well too, man.
Yeah.
So big shout out going out to him.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll let him know. I'm sure.
Amy, you number one in our book, dude. Number one. Not
number
this
one
character.
books, but number one in my heart.
But
now,
Tejano fans, until next time, this has been the Three Amigos Show. I'm D. Burleson.
I'm Marcus Daniels, the Midnight Cowboy.
I'm the big kahuna, Juan Mendoza.
And I'm Emanuel J, guys. Thank you so much.
All right, laters. You. Ooh.
I think what?